have to stop by Moaniki first and then drop it off, and we can take it on Sunday.
Ja, ek dink ook so. Nee, net die instrumente. Dis fyn, jy kan maar hier staan. Want die mense gaan nie binnekort jou goed kom oplaai by Moaniki.
Dis waar. Ja, hulle gaan nie. Ja, dit kan eintlik so staan.
Ja, ek kan net een dag wanneer ek weer gaan sit.
Okay. What's up, Harley? How are you doing? Good to hear. End of a heartache. I'll have to look quickly for that. Because I'll have to tune to drop C for that. Let me quickly do that. Okay. I remember this riff. Holy crap. That was a really good song. And then remember this. Remember this. This distance. This disillusion. Some good news for me. I am the guitarist for Kai Sharlan. Okay. Cool. If you look at the other rhythm guitar too, you'll see why it's so cool. Yeah. I remember this song. Oh man. Bella. I remember this stuff. Can't remember this. Let me solo this one. Metalcore is literally the sound that pop music is today, but with real instruments. Absolutely. Metalcore is fantastic. Dankie my bruid. Kom ek sit dit so. Dankie my nooi. So. And again, guys, I've won at life. I have a great wife. Yeah, production-wise, it's the exact same sort of tight, fat sound that everyone is seeking. So yeah. Interesting. Can't remember. I genuinely can't remember the song that well. Like the one I know very well is. Oh, the bridge. Such a freaking great song, man. Check out a new song from Pitch featuring Harley Sharlin. Stereo Hearts. Yeah, let me just write that down. Check that out. Yeah, no, dude, that freaking that bridge is amazing. What's up, Rocket Ship Face? Let me just check that. So it's gonna be Harley Sharlin Stereo Hearts. Okay. What kind of job do you work? I'm gonna try to kill you. If you're a soldier, I can understand. Or maybe you, depending on if you work in a dangerous job. Closest I get into, wait, let me check. I was running an inspection on other people's work and they weren't doing their job, so I couldn't document all their bad work. Ooh, damn. Yeah, no, that's not the funnest job to be doing. Like, one of my friends also works at one of the agricultural co-ops, and but he loves it. He loves being the auditor. Just sort of goes to each person's branch, and then he has a look at like things, if there's any corruption or fraud or whatever. And it's insane the stuff this guy's found. Oh my word! And but he loves it. Like everyone hates him, but he freaking loves it. He gets like this kick from it. It's insane. Body panel alignment at Tesla factory. Oh my word! Damn, that sounds freaking terrifying. Just a technicality of it, like any sort of mechanical engineering field, is just a little bit intimidating for me. I would love to do that. Like, I would love to have been, I guess, brought up in that sort of work. But I mean, agriculture is amazing. Like, so at least have agriculture. And there's not much that really puts our life in danger. It'll just be like snakes and so certain bulls can be a bit aggressive, but it depends on how you treat them. Certain machinery as well, like if you don't know how to operate it, it can be a little bit dangerous. Yeah, oh my word, like your combine harvester, all that stuff. Oh my goodness, yeah. But yeah, really, really cool stuff. Yeah, anything close to nature is amazing. So I'm very, very fortunate to be able to do what I do. Like I'm not in the fields. I'm rarely in the fields. I do a lot of the IT work, so it's in the industry, but I don't really go out into the fields and stuff. It's more when I go hunting and stuff, then I'm really in my element, and then it's just beautiful. But yeah, there's a bit of a shortage in this industry for people who know how technology works. So that's my job. Yeah, you only got the job because you told them you fixed a lot of your own cars personally. Yeah, like that sort of thing, that proactive sort of skill. We were saying here, a boer maak 'n plan, and it's like a person makes a plan. A boer is our ethnicity, and it's just like in history there weren't really many things or like purpose fit resources, so you sort of had to, I guess, MacGyver the thing and sort of figure out ways to make things work. So having a initiative or sort of flexibility when it comes to your skill set to adapt to various situations, like having to repurpose certain things for things that maybe they weren't used for. It's a very, very good skill to have. So yeah, a lot of people get swarmed with tech and the future that their future is never going to pick. Yeah, no, it's an interesting time now. There's I guess the fifth industrial revolution now with AI and everything. So, but I mean, the only constant is change. So, yeah. Man. Also in Pull the Plug. Oh, dude, Pull the Plug. Why don't you? I don't know how to play it, but it's just such a freaking cool song, dude. Third fret pinch on one. It just depends. Like, all you have to do is you have to just go fishing. Take your thumb, hold the pick, or cover the majority of the pick with the thumb, so that the flesh of your thumb is very close to the tip of the pick. And then what you'll do is you'll twist. You'll do a forearm rotation like this, just like something like that, and then you have to go fishing for the pitch. It's all a function of mathematics, so you can just start like here and then just go until you find the one that you want, and then sort of practice finding it randomly. So it can be really, really cool. Yeah, getting it consistent is a very, very difficult thing, but it helps to play on the same guitar If you're going to play on different guitars, the scale length is different, and then the distance is also going to be different. But I think this thing is, if you can at least just understand the mechanics behind it, and then lock in the practicing of it, then you'll be fine. But yeah, you tell everyone my age to stop trying to become something you are not. Living for the negative, and no one ever seems fully satisfied with themselves. You're very, very right. Like, there's this general idea that you have to be something else. And by something else, I don't mean a better version of yourself. I mean a different version of yourself. Like not even a version of yourself, a different version of a person. I think that is where the big problem comes in, because there's this identity crisis, because now you're forcing yourself to be a person or a character that you're not, rather than improving on the person or character that you already have or are. And I think that is a big source of identity crisis and just trouble. Like, it's very much a problem, because you're fighting against your natural sort of being, and I think it's just a recipe for disaster. When I matriculated from high school, then I also went like through this thing, trying to discover myself, see who I really am, tried all this stuff, and then I was like, this isn't me. This avatar of this character that I'm playing isn't me. And it's like, I look back and I cringe. It's just, that's not me. Frick, dude, that's not me. And there's this idea that if you were to play this character, you would be content, you would be happy, you would be satisfied. But it's like, oh, dude, you're going to be even more miserable than ever. So a lot of it is making peace with who you are, I guess the hand you've been dealt, and growing that, than rather trying to discard everything you've been given and live someone else's life. It's a very difficult thing now, especially because we have social media. So you can compare to everyone. You can compare to people your age, being like, this person has reached this level in their career, and I'm the same age, so I should be on the same level. And it's like, dude, you guys are living totally different lives. You received totally different character traits. You spawned in a different environment with different trainers and everything, and now you cannot expect to be in the same place as someone else. What you can measure yourself against is yourself. I can measure my guitar performance or my guitar abilities against myself, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm recording all my practice sessions, so now I can look back at last year's practice sessions and be like, damn, I'm so much better. I'm not better than Matteo Sosato or John Petrucci or anything, but that's freaking irrelevant. They have totally different inputs than I do. And I think as soon as you're able to be comfortable with being yourself, that is, I think, where the happiness is. But now, being yourself, don't confuse it with, I'm not a psychologist, but don't confuse it with not taking accountability or improving yourself or getting rid of bad habits or something. Like, some people are lazy and they say, oh, it's just who I am. No, that's just a imposition of a certain lifestyle that has taken over who you are. People say, this is just who I am, as a coping mechanism to prevent themselves from improving in any sort of way. And I think that is it's a difficult balance to make, where you shouldn't care what people think, but also people might have very, very good advice and input to give to you. So it's like, yeah, you really need to actually understand when to listen and when to just block. It's a difficult balance. People cause themselves trouble when they jump hurdles which are too high. Absolutely Freaking lootly. That is such a thing, and I had certain hurdles as well that I set too high. I expected I should be able to do what these people are doing because we walked a similar journey, but I can do things they will never be able to do. For instance, play guitar. So, yeah. Making your way up in your company, hopefully by learning but being diligent and humble about myself and my capabilities. I follow the rules and I don't get caught up with trouble at work. Yeah, very, very good. And I think the biggest trait or biggest benefit you can have as someone in any occupational field is the ability to be teachable, the ability to have someone who is, let's say, better than you or possesses knowledge or something, maybe someone who's not better than you, but just being able to regard input received from someone, even if it's something you've heard 1,000 times, just being able to regard that as a possibility for something valuable, like just being teachable, being humble enough to know that you do not know everything. I think that's the beginning of wisdom. Is just the understanding or the grasping of the knowledge of the extent of your own ignorance. I think that is where wisdom is. And once you understand, like, okay, it's just a it's just a thing. Like, I don't know everything. There are things I don't know. So it's just, ugh. We even get a good tone. Yeah, no, I love this tone so much, and this guitar is amazing. Like, yeah. Philosophy and astrology. I'm big into philosophy, not really into astrology. It's immutable characteristic in order to what's the word? Remove accountability from yourself or cope for reasons why you cannot do X, Y, Z. But I know the original astrology was a lot more. Well, it was a lot different, but like now it feels like it's been co-opted into something it wasn't intended to be. Now it's just, okay, so you're an asparagus, so that means you like this thing and you feel this way and you have this temperament. And I think it oversimplifies a lot of the psychology of humans. Yeah, but it's interesting, but I just haven't found it to work for me. We get into Kiss in the Shadows. Okay. This thing is freaking wild. The solo. That is so high. Sasha. Oh, now I'm very scared. What's up, Mark? Oh. Yeah, Sasha, I checked out. I edited this tab quite significantly using the lesson video you sent me with I can't remember the guy's name. His name was also Suki or something. But like especially this last part, I edited this significantly, and it makes a lot more sense just being. Oh, sorry. And then. Such a freaking cool thing, dude. Oh my word. Strings a bit out of tune. Oh, dude, it's so difficult. I'm trying to get this thing down. This is like the challenge me and Sasha have for this year. I suspect we'll be able to play it like maybe before halfway through this year, but we'll see. Certain parts are just so ridiculously fast, but we'll see. It's an interesting one. Ah. Sasha, my problem is I'm defaulting to 4-string sweeps instead of 3-string sweeps, especially for this thing. So it's really becoming a bit of an annoyance for me, but I'll get it. I'll freaking get it. Ugh, brick by brick. Ugh, I built this algorithm brick by brick. You adjusted your Floyd angle and fixed your intonation almost correct. Oh, sick. That's good. Yeah. Any sort of position change with my fretting hand is really, really difficult for me to do at speed. Because I always wonder about, should I be using my my wrist? Should I turn my wrist in order to move it? Or should I just keep my wrist there and then shift, do a rotation? So I know what you mean with the 3-string stuff. Oh, dude. Like I default to a 4-string. So is your thumb anchored? Yeah. Yeah, behind the neck. So like but my thumb sort of moves with it. So yeah, like my so with each shape, my thumb sort of moves with it. Like my thumb doesn't stay in one position for each, because then I'll be doing this sort of thing, and I don't want to put this sort of strain on my hand. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, squeal. I need to get a guitar with a Floyd Rose eventually so I can do all Dimebag stuff. And I also default to using my pinky for the diminished arpeggio. But I'm going to have to use my ring finger for this, just because of the space. So there. See. Because what's happening with me is I'm trying to play Beyond the Dark Sun by Winter Sun, which is so it's like that arpeggio or that whole sequence is stuck in my head, and that muscle memory is overriding everything that I'm trying to do now. Super fast position shifts. Totally remove your thumb. Oh, man. I have never tried that. I have never tried that. Huh. Damn. But now the question is that a bad habit that you've perfected now? Or is it actually a legitimate thing that we should be going for? That's the question that's bugging me now. Ugh. Because that's been my conundrum for years, where I do something a certain way, and I don't know if it's just a bad habit that I've optimized or an actual correct technique that will benefit me. Flip. And then this. The second one is a bit more difficult. So Zach Wild do it a long time ago. There was so much tension. No issue with the death grip then. Oh my word. Huh. This is really interesting. I'm going to give it a bit of a try and see how it goes. Man. Damn. What the flip? No. This arpeggio is going to be the hardest one for me. A 6-string arpeggio is nightmarishly difficult for me, especially because of the rolling of the fingers though. Ugh. I'm already out of tune again. Frick. Same for that cool riff at the end of Vigil. Oh, dude. You can't play it fast enough. Oh, dude. That freaking riff. Do you play Vigil in double drop D? Because I know every tab has shown that, but the... Ah, dude. Like I learnt it with just normal drop D because I'm like, I'm not gonna drop this just for the intro riff, but then that bridge riff as well though. Exactly. So what I did was, I think I cheated like this. Oh man. Learned a productive tip from an old school guitarist. Play the exact part 5 minutes before bed and 5 minutes after waking up. Apart from a regular practice. Has to do with the mental aspect of playing. Huh. That's also interesting. Man. I could definitely try that. Because I think developing the muscle memory for that will be really, really interesting. This is what electric guitar tabs look like. Yeah. So I can zoom in, zoom out. And the thing is, I can also play it for me for one. That line is so cool. That run is so cool. It just gets a little bit messier at the lower part. If I just miss one note, it just crumbles. Yeah, that high bit. I mean, as soon as you wake up, yeah, I'll definitely try that. It'll be super interesting. Just see what sort of impact that might have. So these tell you which strings to bend and stuff. Yeah, exactly. It makes it so much easier to learn songs. Like I can do all this by ear, but it just takes way too long. It's easier to use a reference point like this. I mean, I edited the majority of this tab as well, especially the solos, because I don't have a Floyd Rose, so I edited this quite a bit. So no. And then this part, according to the tabs, is really freaking weird. So I had to edit this as well. I want to see if this works. Hang on with my OBS. Just keeps saying like it's disconnecting. Okay, reconnected. Cool. Don't know what's causing it, but alright. HP is hammer on or pull off. So let me just check this. be the best way to play that. That's quite a jump. And then a massive scale run. What? Ridiculously fast one for the 24 slices. I think that it's gonna be very difficult. Disconnected from the Progressive Metal Masters. Fate's Warning. Cool. Let me write that down as well. Thing is, my list keeps growing. It doesn't get shorter. I need to start getting better. Freaking hell. Ugh. I just need to get good. Fate's Warning. Cool. Pick this, but well, it's not really that I'm practicing multiple songs. It's that I'm practicing one type of technique using multiple songs. So what I'm practicing now is a lot of alternate picking and string switches. So the main thing that I'm busy doing is making sure that my escape motions and everything are working properly. So I can use multiple songs for this, but the main thing that I'm trying to practice is the alternate picking across multiple strings. So yeah, this is the Paul Gilbert, what, the sixes or something. Well, there is alternate picking in Rocket Queen, but it's much slower. Like, it's much slower. It's a lot more manageable. This is like... Let me just quickly play this to you, so you can hear... just hear what this sounds like. So it's very, very fast. So, yeah. Like for Rocket Queen, what I would practice is a lot of my feel, my tone, my articulation. That I would use Rocket Queen for very much, because it has that sort of that feel. You need to bend expressively. You need to play very expressively. This is mostly just shred. So The mechanics are a little bit challenging, but it's not too like complicated. It's just the string changes. Like so I'm going to the and I actually need a Floyd Rose for this next part, but I'll see how I can circumvent this problem. Man, it's hot here in South Africa, guys. Oh my word. And for some reason, reconnected. There we go. I don't know why it keeps dropping. So you practice your techniques with songs, not just technique itself. Do the same. Yes, absolutely, dude. Like I've done it the other way around, where you just practice a technique and then try to extrapolate it onto various songs, and it's very boring. So this is the most effective and fun and just engaging way for me to practice anything, because there's only so many things you can really practice on guitar. If you're going to be looking at theory or phrasing or improvising or something, then it's a different story. But if I'm doing technical practice, I will find a song or something, and if there's a section I cannot play, then I would try to figure out exactly why. Why can't I play it? Is it too fast? But why is it too fast? What is it that makes this thing difficult? And then I focus on that technique. Right now for me it's the pick slanting that I have to change for each run. So it's just now the thing is, I can have the fastest internet in the world, but if the infrastructure can't handle it, it's a bit of a problem. Yeah, Mark, can I apply that same principle as passive practice time? Yeah, rose to avoid. Yeah, absolutely. Like it has made such a difference to me over the past, I guess, decade, when I started doing this a bit more, like enjoyably, and it's just so much better, because, I mean, you have like this whole thing. What it does help you with is hand synchronization, but that's pretty much all it's going to do. Like you're not going to be able to play this in a specific song. But I mean the scale run, I will find similar scale runs in many songs. So even though I've learned one song, I've learned multiple songs at the same time. Internet needs to get good, sorry. I missed that. Yeah. The internet needs to get good, bro. You're freaking right. I only practice songs I like. I've only practiced chords and scales like twice in my life. I don't know one chord and one scale. Yeah, the thing is, these things come naturally in the process of learning songs. You'll be exposed to so many chords and scales and theoretical concepts in learning songs. If you just try to learn them in isolation without any context of a song, it really becomes a drag. It becomes boring. It becomes, it's just, it's a drag. Ugh. Do I have Starlink in my place? Works like a charm. No, don't have Starlink. I don't think Starlink is in South Africa. It's a geopolitical thing. Like our government doesn't want Elon Musk to, I don't know, have investment here or something. Well, the main complication is Elon wanted to have investment here. He wanted to bring Starlink to South Africa and a lot of this other stuff. But the problem is with any sort of company that sets up here in South Africa, you have to have a majority black ownership. It is part of the government's. I guess you guys in America have what, DEI or something. We have BEE, which is Black Economic Empowerment. So you need to, if you want to have a company here as a foreign investment or something, it has to be majority black owned. Like 51% of the company's equity has to be owned by someone who's black or from a previously disadvantaged group. Our constitution is very, very weird with that. It's a very broad thing because it's weird. Yeah, our constitution is it's good in certain aspects, but the thing is that it prevents a lot of innovation and I don't want to get too much into the politics of it. It's in the same way that DEI only benefits the the imposers of it. Like it benefits a small elite, and the masses that it's supposed to benefit just they never see it. Like black economic empowerment is intended to help the impoverished black majority in our country. That is not what happens. What happens is the government officials, they have a friend who starts a company, and they have full equity in this company. It's not really a company; it's a shell. And then they pretty much just get all these government contracts, and it's like millions. It's millions of dollars, and they are so rich. And this doesn't. It just enriches a small elite of politically connected individuals, which is one of the biggest tragedies of our country. It's just like we have such great people, such great resources, such great everything, but it's just the political and the politically connected that really just abuse the reins of power. But yeah, now I'm done with politics now. Ineffective tip to develop gallop picking. Oh, that's group of 3. Yeah, so gallop. So the thing about it is it's a bit of a twitch. So it's like. So it's going to be down, up, down. What you can do is you can start with just developing a fast tremolo. So you can just go. And then get it down to just 3. So you can start slowly, but it has to eventually become a twitch sort of thing. So, or you can practice the domination breakdown. That sort of thing. Yeah. It's a difficult thing to really develop, but once you get it. But I think generally start just developing a good enough tremolo. So plonk your hand down on the bridge, like just there where the E string starts. Like I use this part of my hand. I just place that over here, and then just side to side. Just side to side. So not. You don't want to do this sort of motion. You want to go side to side. And eventually, then you can start creating these fragments. Bad joke, but get good is. Oh no, I'm South African, but. No problem. Yeah, no, I'm Afrikaner, which is we had a bit of drama last year about the Afrikaner refugees coming to America. I think there was like 50 of them. That's crazy. Nostalgic. Yeah. 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 I think the Western world sort of looked at South Africa as a model for what they want to emulate when it came to these policies and stuff. But it's really just it's 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 just a tragedy. Yeah. Like on the ground, people generally get along. People are very, very happy, but it's just these forces that constantly create this division between the various ethnic groups here in South Africa, and it's like it's so unnecessary, but it's because of the way the systems are set up that they benefit a lot from the instability. You can't really if everything's functioning, you can't steal. That's pretty much the thing. If everything is set up properly and at a high standard, you can't steal. So it's really just it's a very big tragedy. And I mean we do have quite a history, but yeah, I think it's about 32 years into democracy here in South Africa, but it's it's still a thing where the old generation is hanging on to onto the hurt of apartheid or apartheid as the people say, and it was terrible if you were if you were a non-white person. It was freaking terrible. But now the problem is there's this Stockholm syndrome that has taken a hold of the country, where there's this refusal to acknowledge that yes, this was wrong, but now this is also wrong. What's happening now? It's like having an abusive ex girlfriend or ex boyfriend, and now you're in a new relationship, and he's also like doing bad stuff to you, but at least he's not as bad as that one. So it's like, ugh. How many European groups in SA? Only Dutch. Yeah, it's Dutch, French. Thing is, the European groups don't really speak European languages. Everyone really from European descent speak Afrikaans. That's pretty much our language here. And the groups that have formed this ethnic group of Boere or Afrikaners are the Dutch, the French, the German, and then there's a little bit of Scandinavian, just a very, very little bit, but it's pretty much the Dutch, the French, and the Germans that we descend from. Is the opposite happening now? No. Like, is discrimination happening in the opposite direction? Absolutely. Is it happening to the extent or in the same way as it did during apartheid? No. There isn't forced segregation, if I can put it that way, where you are restricted for where you can go. Yeah, it's pretty much just politically like you are, and economically. Like there is, I guess, segregation in the sense that you are barred from certain jobs or certain opportunities based on your skin color, which is exactly the same as apartheid, but it's not the social aspect of it, where you are not allowed to engage in a interracial marriage or go to certain places or something like that. As the social aspect of it, not at all. But the economic aspect, the thing is, it depends who you ask as well, because the richest people in South Africa are the Oppenheimers and the Ruperts and like these people that made their money in the 20th century, like these old money people. The new money people, ironically, is our president, who's a billionaire, and his brother-in-law, Patrice Motsepe, who's also a billionaire. Interesting. How did they become billionaires in 30 years? Who knows? Interesting. Yeah. But hope they find a middle ground to move forward. Thing is, we will. Like, we will eventually. It's I guess, just a pendulum. It's a pendulum. Like, people, the younger generation is getting very, very sick of being lied to and sold dreams. And I'm speaking about everyone my age. Almost all my black friends are sick of the current government because they keep saying, like, apartheid is the reason you are poor. Like, there is some truth to that, but the reason that you're staying poor is not because of apartheid, and that's not a reality that people want to grapple with. Like, it's there are conversations to be had about all these various topics, but there's just this scapegoat of this is why, or that's why, or that group of people, or this group of people, or whatever. Like, just treat everyone according to the same laws, and then things will just be better. Like, it's just a level of, I guess, fairness that has to be applied. But the thing is, it's such a divisive topic, and people have extremely strong opinions and different experiences. I mean, I'm damn privileged with the way that I grew up and everything. Like, and I mean, not because of my skin color or anything, but because my parents made certain really, really good decisions. Like, my father is financially wise, so he made sure that if there were certain things that happened, then I'll be taken care of. For instance, the reason why I speak English so well as a South African is because, or as Afrikaner, is because I went to an English school. Exactly for the reason that my parents saw that I'm gonna grow up in an English South Africa, not an Afrikaans South Africa. So now just think, that's like 400 years of history and pride and everything that my father sacrificed so that I can have a better future in this country, because all the universities, all the institutions and everything stopped being Afrikaans, and they are now English. And if my parents didn't send me to an English school when I was young, I would be struggling right now. So I'm extremely privileged in that regard. Like, there are, like, skin color is such a insignificant thing in many aspects. Obviously, there are skin color can be a proxy for culture, and like, it's an illogical thing to hate someone for the color of their skin. If there are certain cultural aspects that someone may exhibit that clashes with you, I can understand why you'll have a problem with them. I can see why there'll be, I guess, like, frustrations or cultural myopia or anything. But I mean, like, it's never the actual pigmentation that people are arguing about. Like, it's more the I don't even know what it is. Like, just the culture or whatever. Like, Afrikaners and the English have a very, very divisive history in our country. Like, we fought 2 wars against each other. No native English speakers in the country. Well, not really native English speakers. The main English speakers are the people from England that came here during, like, I think it's the 19th century. The 19th century. They pretty much came here, established the British colony in South Africa. South Africa used to be a British colony. They controlled the majority of the Western Cape, and that sort of became certain regions of the country of very, very sort of British English, and but the majority of people do not speak English as a first language. It's a very, very small minority who speak English as their first language or something. We have 11 official languages, so each tribe in South Africa pretty much has their language, and mine being Afrikaans. And but there's the reason I say that the cultural differences are so much deeper than just skin color is mainly because of the English and the Afrikaners that fought this war against each other. and it was two massive wars, in the first Anglo-Boer War and the second Anglo-Boer War, and just there's so much history and conflict between the Afrikaans and the English, and I mean they're all white-skinned, and there's this. If you go to certain regions in South Africa, like if you speak English, they won't give you the time of day. They won't greet you. They won't look at you. They have this deep-seated bitterness towards the English for what the English has done to them. And I don't really know too much about my involvement or my ancestors' involvement in the wars. I don't have that information, but I think it'll be interesting to know, like, where was my family during those times, because it's like 120 years ago that the second Anglo-Boer War happened, and my great-great-great-grandfather could have probably been one of the prisoners of war there, or had his farm taken, or like it's interesting stuff to think about. But yeah, I'm getting very, very far off topic. But yeah, let me get back to this. Native English speaker, which makes me a minority in my country. Which country are you from? I can't remember. I really can't remember. Native English speaker. If I had to guess, frick, dude, I have no idea. Okay. No, I genuinely don't know. Maybe. No, I genuinely don't know. I'm sorry. If I guess, it'll have to be. Okay, if you're maybe South Africa. No, it can't be South Africa because you asked questions about South Africa. Germany, Austria, France. I think Western Europe, maybe, or Northern Europe. Maybe England, somewhere in England or something like that. Because if you're staying in London, I think you need to start learning Arabic in order to fit in. I mean, 80s glam metal riffs you played. Oh, I remember. I really freaking love that. The sort of Londonistan. Nice. Yeah, you're gonna have to start learning Arabic. Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of South Africans that moved to England, and with the stuff that's happening now in England, I feel like a lot of them are a little bit upset or regretful. Wales. Oh man. Okay. Wales. What do I know about Wales? Capital is Cardiff. Flag has, I think, is it a dragon or a lion with the tail or something? And a lot of the language is a little bit different. Like some of the characters, I know there's one. There's a city or something called Llandudno or something in Wales. Yeah. Cardiff, Bridgend. Yeah. I know Bullet for My Valentine's from Wales. So really, really cool. Tribute Bands Festival. Wasp, Queensryche, Scorpions, Dio. Oh man. Coolest Dio songs for me is oh man. I think the first song I heard from Dio was Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath when he substituted for Ozzy. Oh my word, man. That I watched it I saw that song on a VH1 Top 100 Hard Rock Songs countdown and I was like, this man's voice is so powerful. It is like the hard rock voice for me. Oh man. Oh man, dude. That song is just so beautiful. Oh, could have been a Dreamer, the killer song. Also, Rainbow in the Dark. Just, man. Dio is just, he's the embodiment of hard rock. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is going to be a bit difficult. Let me see if I can do the rest so far. The majority of it I can, but I'll just have to see how it's going. part. Yeah, then game over. Oh man. I will get this. I will freaking get this. But no. Not tonight. I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night. Probably play some Minecraft with my friends. But yeah. No, thank you all for joining. It's really, really fun. And yeah, hopefully Mr. Mark, you'll be able to practice a bit more using this method of just learning the songs and then turning them into exercises. But yeah, everyone must have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.